Please be seated. Good morning. Good morning. Shall I say it again? Good morning. It is my pleasure as the Chancellor of the University of Manchester to welcome you here to this fantastic graduation ceremony in the splendid surroundings of the Whitworth Hall. A bit of history. Albert Einstein gave his first UK lecture from this platform just over 100 years ago. So from the sublime to the ridiculous. I'd like to welcome our graduands and congratulate you all on your hard work and magnificent achievements during your time with us. The skills, knowledge, and experience you've developed here will give you a strong platform to not only build your career and achieve your goals, but also to succeed in the face of any obstacles that you may face in the future. We're delighted to see so many friends, family members, and supporters here. We thank you for the care and encouragement that you've given to our graduates during their studies, which has been so important to their success. The whole university joins you in feeling extremely proud of what they have achieved. Our history is one of education, innovation, global connections, and change, of making a difference. From our 26 Nobel laureates, renowned researchers and passionate lecturers, tutors and teaching staff, to our librarians, caterers, cleaners, well-being staff, Res Life officers, student union representatives, and many, many more who work tirelessly behind the scenes to support the running of this, your great institution. It's our people that make us who we are, and I'm sure that it played a significant part in drawing you to Manchester in the first place. As the United Kingdom's first industrial city, Manchester continues to lead the way today, whether through its advocacy for equality and environmental responsibility, its innate creativity, or the warmth and humour of its people. Our students are a huge part of this. And once you've lived in Manchester, you are an honorary Mancunian for life. And when you decided to study at the University of Manchester, you chose to make your mark on the future, both for yourselves and for the greater good of society and the environment. Allow yourself to be inspired by the university's motto, Cognitio Sapientia Humanitas, knowledge, wisdom, humanity. And during your studies, you have all in your own way enriched and contributed to the university as it exists today, more than 200 years on from its foundation. You have helped shape the future for those who will follow in your footsteps. We were the first university in the United Kingdom to set social responsibility as a core goal. And in the most recent league tables, we are #1 in Europe and #2 in the world. We encourage all of our students to consider their place in the world and how they can stand out and make a difference. And throughout the course of your studies and life here, you have gained the skills and knowledge to become the responsible leaders of tomorrow. We will be proudly watching. You will also have the opportunity to let us know what you're doing. 15 months on from the completion of your course, the Higher Education Statistics Agency, HESA, will invite you to complete the Graduate Outcomes Survey. Now, it's an optional process, but we would appreciate it if you did, because it tells us where you are, what you plan to do, what you thought of your learning here at this university in order for us to improve what we need to do for future students. We mustn't forget that you have built strong, supportive friendships and relationships here, and I hope they will sustain you for many, many years to come. Our support for you continues way beyond today's celebrations. Our career service is available to you for the next 2 years to help you and guide you, and our world-class libraries are open whenever you want them. Help us by staying in touch, by sharing your details, and of course all the details are available in your graduation brochure. Now, today is a hugely important milestone, and you should celebrate your success. That's an important word, celebrate. You have my permission to whoop and cheer everybody that comes up on this stage. But this is the beginning of your association with Manchester, not the end. You now belong to an alumni community of more than 550,000 graduates who live and work in more than 190 countries worldwide, but who share their roots here in Manchester. This is the largest campus-based university in this country. You are part of that. And by joining your local alumni group, you can connect with other Manchester graduates who can share their advice with you and whom you can support too. During your time here, you've all benefited, I hope, well, I know you have, from donations to our university in some respect. It may have been a scholarship, or a donor-funded program, or just simply enjoying our campus spaces. And while you may not think of yourself as a philanthropist, anyone has the power to give something back, and we hope that you will consider that someday. And as you look forward to where your journey takes you next, know that you are vital to our future. As Manchester graduates, you're part of our family, and our doors will always be open to you. It is now my pleasure to introduce Professor Gavin Smith. Now, Gavin graduated from the university in 1993 with a degree in electrical and electronic engineering. He went on to have a successful career in UK national security, and in 2016 became Director General for Technology and Chief Technology Officer at GCHQ. He is now Professor of Cybersecurity here at the university, and we are honoured that Gavin will be able to share his thoughts and deliver the alumni commencement speech. Gavin.
Well, thank you, and good morning. Let me start with my welcome to friends, relatives, guests, supporters, and most importantly, of course, the graduands of 2025. It is an honour and a privilege to be standing here in front of you. 32 years ago, I was sat just there in your position, sitting in this very hall with my family sat right behind me. I remember that sense of relief, that sense of anticipation, maybe a small worry that I might trip up these stairs. I didn't, and you won't. My life changed in this hall, and not just because of graduation, but during the careers fair, I picked up a bright yellow application form from some stand just over there and applied for a job at GCHQ. So as I'm sure many of you know, GCHQ is one of the UK's 3 intelligence agencies. Alongside MI5 and MI6, it produces intelligence that helps to keep us safe, online and on our streets. It's an organisation that sits at the heart of the fastest moving industry on the planet. That's a field that I hope some of you are about to build your career in. It was this university, the University of Manchester, that gave me the opportunity to do that. I can confidently say that I used the things that I learnt here in Manchester every single day in my time in national security. That passion for my subject, the ability to see every day as a school day, sometimes a university day, and the humility to know when I needed to listen to those around me. So for the last 7 years, I was GCHQ's Head of Technology and Chief Technology Officer. I had a front row seat in how we use technology to keep us safe on the streets and online. I still describe that job as the best job in the country for an engineer, which is sometimes controversial with other engineers, I get that. But I got to do something that I'm passionate about for reasons that matter. And I got to work with thousands of amazing people to do that. And now with a role at the university, I get to do that all over again. I have the opportunity to pay that forwards and support the national security and cyber work that we do here. And I still feel as connected to national security as I ever did at GCHQ. In fact, my growing belief is that we are all part of the security of the UK. Whatever your future role, graduates, if you're working anywhere near technology, our national security almost certainly depends on what you're about to do. And I hope your connection with Manchester doesn't stop today. Mine didn't through my work at GCHQ. And of course, there's that historic human connection between GCHQ and this university through the work that Alan Turing did. History was made here, and you're now going to be part of that history too. So your education has provided you with a toolkit to make a difference. If I could offer you one piece of advice, it would be stay curious, Be the graduates who innovate and be the graduates who inspire. It takes a mix of minds and backgrounds to do something truly incredible. And it takes teamwork. You should be the graduates that do that. Now, we have the important business of graduation to attend to soon, but I would be remiss if I didn't leave you with at least one Alan Turing quote. And I think his most famous one is this: sometimes it is the people that no one imagines anything of who do the things that no one can imagine. I'm a massive fan of the humility, of the inclusion, and of the professional respect that runs through that quote like a stick of rock. Every single one of you has the potential to do things that no one thought possible. So congratulations, class of 2025. Your journey is just beginning. Embrace that future with confidence, because it is yours for the taking. Thank you.
Good morning, esteemed graduands, faculty members, distinguished guests, and the wonderful community of Manchester. It is an honour to stand before you today as the head of the Department of Computer Science and address the significance of our department and the role that computer scientists play in helping to solve the world's most pressing challenges. Our department is the oldest in the country. It had its beginnings in 1946 when Freddie Williams was appointed as a professor at our university. He brought with him Tom Kilburn to work on the first random access electronic storage device for use in computers. To test it, they designed and built a computer called the Baby, and the world's first electronic stored program computer worked for the first time on June 21st, 1948. When Alan Turing joined our university, he took advantage of the Baby to continue his work on computation. During his 6-year career in Manchester, he conducted work on computation, thinking, and intelligence, encapsulated in the Turing test, a foundational idea in artificial intelligence. Turing's interest at Manchester evolved into mathematical biology, using the first computers to study the existence of Fibonacci sequences in plant structures and the chemical basis of morphogenesis, publishing the Turing hypothesis of pattern formation in 1952. As a result of his fundamental work in establishing the discipline, Turing is considered to be the father of computer science. Since the creation of the Baby, our department has remained at the forefront of research, being one of the largest departments in the country and rated world-leading in the UK government's Research Excellence Framework exercise. Our research spans the discipline from nanometers to exabytes. We create novel electronic nano devices from magnetic materials and find new ways to process vast quantities of information and to extract knowledge and understanding from it. Behind our achievements lies the unwavering dedication of our academics, professional staff, technical staff who spearhead excellent teaching and cutting-edge research alongside postgraduate research students and research teams. We champion the contributions of academics such as Professor Lucas Cordero, who's launching a spin-out company that develops advanced formal verification tools to detect and fix vulnerabilities and correctness issues in software systems. We celebrate Professors Carol Goebel and John Goodacre, whose research informs national and international government policy. We also celebrate the new generation of academics, including Dr. Zara Montazeri, whose research on cloth rendering was used in Avatar: The Ways of Water and in the Star Wars Disney series, The Mandalorian. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter filled with infinite possibilities. Armed with the experiences and skills bestowed upon you by our university, you have the power to think differently, to transcend boundaries, to question the norm, and to lead change. You stand on the cusp of a remarkable journey, and in a world in which the adoption of technology, and in particular artificial intelligence, is resulting in seismic change. Throughout your time with us, you've learned not only technical skills, but also the value of collaboration, the power of diversity, and the importance of inclusivity. Armed with these qualities, you now possess the tools to make a profound impact on the world. As students and researchers of this university, you have studied in this great city of Manchester. You will continue to play a significant role wherever you live and use your knowledge in the wide variety of roles that you take on. You have the power to make the world a better world. Be optimistic. And in the words of musician and writer Henry Rollins, may your optimism wear heavy boots and be loud. I congratulate each and every one of you on your accomplishments. Remember the lessons learned, cherish the connections made, and always be proud to be part of the extraordinary community that is the University of Manchester. Thank you.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Ruba Al-Asaf. Martina Ruocco. And for the degree of Master of Science, Electrical Power Systems Engineering, Alexander Carnwath. Thomas Novosad-Laws. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Computer Science with Honors, Zayed Mohammed Abdellatif Awadallah. Abraham Adeniyi. Alexander Allen. Amanur Afzal. Ubaidullah Afzal. Shubham Agarwal. Harsh Agrawal. Zain Sayed Ahmad. Daniel Mohamed Ahmed. Umi Akiyama. Awat Akram. Hala Walid Bashir Al-Safarini. Abiya Yamakri. Kaira Aray Öztürk. Salman Ashraf. Aksidat Makuri. Oliver Bailey. Jay Hallie Barnett. Aban Tariq Bashir. Wei Bian. Daniel Biju. Hanin Sofia Bintu Muhammad Amre. Maximilian John Bolt. Niskala Bireka. Benjamin Carroll. Thomas Kassar. Nok Hai Chang. Manav Chetan Chawan. Kaman Chiu. Zach Christopher Curtis. Angel Mello. Kian Jack Davis. Shani Manjula de Silva. Alona de Recchi. Ruben de Vendra. Rushil Danuka. Gabriel William McKinley Downs. Tiani Du. Afnan Edyab. Christos Efstathiades. Amin Elitrisi. Hassan El Maula. Michael Fahy. Carlos Fernandez Hernandez. Jonathan Fesseya. Lorenzo Figueiredo Silva. Xiu Fu. Yashika Gandhi. Yuvan Rajganizan. Jacob Uday Georgis. David Thomas Grasmeda. Rose Holzall. Well done. Umut Sarpabaliolu. Ahmed Hassanin. Joseph Hansen Villa Hayes. Paul Hare. Adam Howard. Sophia Jiawen Huhu. Rakim Judge Hussain. Anna Nikolayeva Ermanova. Selin Dennis Iskin. Kavya Jain. Maureen Jacey. Jawun Zhang. Kunta Jaripaibul. Jingyu Ji. Jamin Zhang. Eva Joguszeska. Nigel Martin Josie. Akram Kasim. Muhammad Khan. Minjun Kim. Anuloma Kishore. Cyrus Knopf. Petros Kotsanastasis. Ali Ashraf Tarif Labib. Well done. Amy Lee Hare. Finlay James Leonard. Jamie Lee. Kevin Lee. Marcus Kai-Cheng Leo. Mingyu Liu. Mohammed Ahmed Hani Abdel Salam Lotfi. Yu Hang Lu. Harrison Jack Maldonado. Anurag Saurav Matthew. Callum McInerney. Yanat Mengisha. Asad Nabi Mir. Jonah Mitchell. Mohammed Arhan Mohammed Ishak. Stephen Musa. Louis Murphy. Pallavi Nahir. Pranav Nishat. Harley O'Connor. Matthew Farley. Joshua Tolulope Uladosu. Zijeng Pan. Louis Pankhurst. Mohammed Farid Patel. Oliver Mackenzie Paver. Kuan Ning Pang. Dhruv Farasi. Thomas Poyser. Alan Anthony Prophet. Mohammed Aman Rafiq. Mohammed Adil Rahman. Jamie Rashid. Aidan Reed. Nathan Roble. Jacob Darius Rosansky. Vadim Saifuranov. Liam Salazar Endara. Kari Seifo. Hugo Senzai. Oscar Searle. Madi Shah. Mirza Shariman Min Sharil Izal. Shazil Shazad. Luke Shepard. Vikramjit Singh. Dev Soneji. Abubakar Tafida. Zhonghao Tang. Alexander Zachary Tate. Siyu Tian. Pak To. Merve Turan. Ahmed Ur Rehman. Thuisha Utaya Kumar. Kira Anvarneka. Abhishek Vijay. Ambar Vishnoy. Yevgeny Voropayev. Wenyu Wang. Dylan Williamson. Sophia Wiles. Jialiang Xu. Weiyuan Xu. Keiji Zhang. Alan Chow. And in computer science with industrial experience with honors, Asma Osman Ali. Nikita Anbushitra Shanmuga Sundaram. William Asbury. Ben Barrow. Bradley Bell. Kalok Chow. Suhani Dave. Harry John Day. Harvey Dennis. James Edward Deland. Henry Michael Dorrance. Nikolaos Doranos. James Robert Downs. Benjamin Eichhöfer. Leon Eric Faria. Daniel Wayne Farr. Drishu Ashish Garg. Tuan Chuang Go. Alexander van Henley. Rao Ali Hassan. Hamza Hayat. Robert John Haynes. Alexander Ross Hunter. Tianyu Jin. Vishal Kandasamy Zikar. Bartosz Konrad Kowodziejczyk. Yat Leung. Yuan Tianxiang Liu. Ivan Chen-Hen Lee. Ahmed Majer. Shamans Modalbile. Samuel Morgan. Brianna Niago. Thomas Oliver Newson. Dylan Jarjeshbhai Patel. Joseph Alice Conhul Percival. Ethan Puri. Sai Durga Aditya Putravu. Oliver Quinn. Dylan Bradley Rees. Dylan Rees. Christopher Roberts. Gleb Schirmer. Nitesh Shyam. Miranda Junyi Sim. George Bogdan Sima. Bailey Sonmez. Jamie Sonmez. Ryan Sullivan. Robert Lloyd Taylor. Charles Sung. Christine Woon. And Jonathan Michael Walters. And for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Atefe Haidari. And for the Master of Engineering, Mechanical Engineering with Honours, Dazhong Zhang. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Computing, Computer Science with Honours, Emma Hyde. Saurav Maheshkar. Onur Chilabi. And in Computer Science with Honours, Patrick Mermelstein Lyons. And in Computer Science with Industrial Experience with Honours, Nabil Augustino.
Do you know, I don't even know any of you, but you still bring a tear to my eyes. One of my children said to me, "Dad, I know you say you're a humble man, but you wear a cloak lined with gold and you sit on a throne in the middle of a stage." And I try to explain that actually it's all about the symbolism. It's all about tradition. I happen to be privileged and honored to be Chancellor for the next few years, but there have been many before me, and hopefully there'll be many more after me. Just as you, when you started the ceremony, were all graduands, and then you came on the stage and we engaged and you left as graduates of the University of Manchester. You are now one of the lucky few who've received a university education, for there are many people across the world and even closer to home who aren't afforded this transformational opportunity. You carry the hopes and wishes of all of your fellow citizens, both here in the United Kingdom and worldwide. Success is not the result of spontaneous combustion. You must set yourself on fire. Nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. And if you don't define yourself, I promise you, somebody else will do it for you. So when I told my son that racists hate me for no reason, he said, "Dad, give them a reason." Now is a time to reflect not just on what you have achieved and those who helped you achieve it, but the people here. I'll start with those who've taught you, guided you, examined you, and passed you. The people who clean up after you, those who support the great learning of this institution, and those who work invisibly to ensure that you could focus entirely on your studies. They don't do it for the money, I promise you that. They do it because they believe in you. They believe that you will be the greatest generation that this world has ever produced. So please join me in thanking the incredible staff of the University of Manchester. Then there are those who've given so much of themselves to get you to this point. They survived your teenage tantrums. Your parents, your families, your friends and supporters, many of whom have honored us by being here today, and of course the many, many more who are unable to be here to share this special occasion with you. Historically, when I've wanted to get my children to talk to me, I've had to switch off the house Wi-Fi. And one of them started talking recently. I didn't recognize who he was. Let me tell you this. In their wallets and in their purses, they have pictures of you where their money used to be. Graduates, would you please stand? Would you please turn towards your supporters, your family, your friends, the staff of the university? With as much noise as possible, show your appreciation. Now, please remain standing. I don't know about you, but that was pretty dire, wasn't it? Right, we can do better. So guests, family, friends, and supporters, if you're able, would you please stand? Would you please join me in congratulating your graduates? Now. Please remain standing. That is how you do it. We learned something more today. Please remain standing as I leave you with these words. Some days you will be the statue. On other days you'll be the pigeon. Stand up for what is right. Fight only for moral reasons. Sacrifice and care for your families and your neighbors. Look after those weaker than you, especially those seeking refuge from suffering. Build great things. Make massive technological advances. Explore the universe. Cure diseases. Enrich our culture. Be the world's greatest artists and scientists. Reach only for the stars. Aspire to and never belittle intelligence. Look for the truth. You will then find the truth. And remember that the only ceiling to what you can achieve is that which you create in your own heads. Remember this place, these people, and this time. I wish you every success and happiness in your future lives and careers as I now declare your ceremony closed.